What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I am here to review season 3, episode 16 of All the Queen's Men, with streams on BET Plus, and the episode is titled Checkmate. That's season 3, All the Queen's Men, Checkmate, episode 16. But before I get into this review, you know what I gotta do. I gotta give a shout out to my lovely subscribers. So shout outs to folks like Karima Khadija, Bobby Ray, Mad Swami, Randall Brown, Tay, Lamont Simpson, and June BLC. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your lovely comments. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Y'all know I love the comments. Leave some comments. Let's keep this channel doing what? Going and growing. That's what we gotta do. That's what we're saying. It's gonna be a great 2024. It's just gonna be nothing but up, and amazing. Yeah, I'm being positive. That's what I'm doing. All right. I got that out the way. Let's get down to this review. Trouble and Champ have been kidnapped. I think these are the two stupidest characters. They're just bumbling idiots. They're always doing something stupid. I'm trying to understand why you robbing these places and you get the money and then you never leave. You did that the first time. They always do. It's a headache to me. So I just don't understand. If you got the money, right? Take the money, right? This is what I'm thinking. Take the money. Look, that little piece always sticks up like that. It cracks me up. Take the money. So this is what I'm saying. Take the money, right? And leave. Why are you going back to work if you rich? Why are you going back to the strip club? And are you not making enough money as amateurs? I don't know. But these two always doing something stupid. So anyway, Babyface, Doc, and Midnight watched them get kidnapped, and they were like, "Oh, did you all see that?" And I thought it was funny how Doc and Babyface told Midnight, "Well, we ain't gonna go tell Madam. You go tell Madam." And so Midnight went in there and told Madam. She's like, "What? What happened this time? Keep me posted. Let's see what's going on with that." Then we also saw Doc confront Midnight and told Midnight, "Yo, Midnight, why you snitching and what you telling Madam about me and Detective Davis for?" And he was like, "Listen, I wasn't snitching. I just, I had to inform her because, she see what's going on and all." He said, and he told him, he said, Midnight said to Doc, "Yo, Doc, I know when you just getting it in, and I know when you open. You seem to be open for this chick, and that's not cool, bro. What is that about? Like, what's that about?" I said, "Okay, I get it." So he's telling him, "You falling too deep." He said, "I saw you holding hands with that detective. She's the enemy. You shouldn't be messing with her." But what's name told him, "Listen, next time you come to me, don't go to Madam." But he gonna run to Madam. That's what's gonna happen. Then we have Miss Tandy chatting it up with the DA and her, should we call him her boyfriend, Babyface, the one who's using her, walks in there and it's like, "What is she doing here?" But the DA said the same thing about him. "What is he doing here?" And Miss Tandy was like, "Oh, she's just leaving now, blah, blah, blah." They go over to the door. She's like, "Wait a minute, did Madam bring you this? This is one of your gifts from Madam to be in her pocket?" And Miss Tandy was like, "Oh no, see, she doesn't serve me dicks for me to do things for her. That's not who I am. That's not." "Okay, Miss Tandy, let's calm down. We know you're a pervert." But she was basically saying that's not who she is, and no one tells her what to do, and she doesn't take orders from anyone. And then she says that when Babyface confronted her, was like, "What is she doing here? And why are you having this over?" And she said, he said, "Madam's not gonna like that." She said, "Madam, don't tell her what to do." Now, Miss Tandy, why you fronting like you ain't scared of Madam? And so he was upset. Babyface was upset with her until she gave him the gift, which was a Rolex. Again, I'm not understanding his character. You're making this money you're one of the VIP dancers. You're making money at the VIP. She's giving you money. What is with this guy? Why does he have such a bum personality? Like he ain't used to nothing. You still ain't used to nothing. Why won't you take that money? Why is he so tight? Take that money and go get your own place. Stop being a moocher and a user and a freeloader. But I mean, what can I say? It's just stupid. Meanwhile, back to stupid Champ and Trouble. We see that they are they're tied up and they're like, "Oh my goodness," they're so petrified. Champ was more petrified than trouble, which I thought that was kind of hilarious. How he was like nervous or whatever, and they're like, well, they won't kill us if we give them the money back. They ain't gonna kill us till they find out where the money is. This, that, and the third. So as they're having this conversation, we see Big D at the window. So remember, Big D is the one that was overheard. I was wrong. I thought Big D maybe had something to do with this because he overheard them when they said they were going to do this plot and do all this stuff. But Big D was listening to them, and clearly he must have followed them and followed the situation. So Big D has a way of maneuvering. He said, I can get you up out of here, this, that, and the third. Now, as he's saying that, one of my favorite characters came in, and that was Madam's sister Carla, who I say I loved her from Players Club. I will always love her. And I'm saying let's have her come back on this show full time. Every time she has a scene, I enjoy Carla. Carla's hilarious to me. So Carla comes in there, she's letting Madam know, she's like, listen, I know who got your boys, the gang, this and that, the Rock. One of y'all said it was the Rock City Boys or whatever. You were correct. And she's like, listen, I can make sure there's no harm to your strippers, this, that, and the, and she said, Madam was like, well, what is it you want? What do you need? She said, well, I could see to it that, they get returned to you with no harm, this, that, and the third. And but there's got to be a little something in there for me. And Madam was like, yeah, I knew it was going to be something. And she said, a couple of thousand. So Madam said, okay, I would have gave you 5, but since you said a couple, now you're getting 2,000. And she was like, yo, why don't you give me 5,000? She said, no, you said 2. That's what you're getting. So, but before Carla could get them out or do whatever she could do, what happens? Big D gets them out. And Big D gets them out, and whatever, he's just slip in, slip out. He has a way of doing things. And when he come back to Club Eden, they're all beat up and bruised. I thought that was stupid too. Where the hell? Y'all think y'all dancing tonight with bloody noses and bruises? Okay. And that's the same thing Blue said to them. Where you two idiots going? So as that's happening, Blue allowed Big D to go in there and tell Madam herself what happened. So she said, I think, and she told those two idiots, because she said, y'all can go home. Y'all all beat up. Y'all need to go home. But they were like, nah, they know where we live. We scared. So she said, y'all can go in your locker room. But we'll put you in a safe house eventually. So now Big D goes in and have a conversation with Madame. And when he has this conversation with Madame, he's telling her how he got them out and how he just has a way of moving in and moving out. And she is quite impressed. Why do I keep messing with that, right? It's irritating me. I should leave it alone. It doesn't matter. She is quite impressed. She's quite impressed with him. She said, you know what? I may be able to use you. And I'm like, what is she going to be able to use him for? Maybe he's going to be helping her do some things. But she's like that. She said, because of this and what you did and all that, you're going to be promoted. I'm promoting you back to the VIP with the dudes. And the dudes was not going to like this, especially Amp. And I said, yeah, he not going to like this. So when she sent him over there and she went in the locker room and told the crew, she said, listen, we got a dancer. Y'all going to respect him. Welcome back. He came in there. They were salty, especially Amp. Because Amp is salty because earlier him and Dime said she done with him. I'm sick of that storyline of who she really is. He's still salty about that. So now, Big D's, hey, what's up, y'all? I'm glad to be here. My man, Amp, what's up? Amp was like, F you. He said, well, I'd rather F Dime. Now Amp ready to fight. Amp, control your temper. That was ridiculous. Amp is ready to fight. And he's like, yo, I was just playing with him, this, that, and the third. What's his name? Babyface was upset because he's saying now we got to split the money again and you better not mess up these moves. Which brings me to, they did do this whole dance routine. Now, is this an old dance routine? Because if Big D just got back, he learned those moves pretty fast. But now when they get up there and start doing all those dances and all that twisting and turning, there's a little squabble between Amp and Big D. Y'all done made a scene and acted a fool on the dance floor, messing up the money. You know that Madam is not going to like that. What else happened in this episode? We saw El Fuego get another message on the computer from the concierge. I believe that was from the concierge, and I was quite annoyed because I could read some of it. I'm like, I can't see what's on that screen or what it was saying, but apparently, whatever he was saying, he took it to Madam. He told Madam that they told her, listen, you're not gonna win this war. Basically, I got your whole. That's basically what it was saying. You're not going to win this war. And she told him, she said, thank you for telling me about that, but I got a job for you too. I need you to hack into them computers and get all the conversations between Detective Davis and Casanova. All of the conversation. Hack in there, do it, get your job done. Now, let's go back to Detective Davis and this whole thing with, what's his name again? Doc. Doc told her, I can't see you no more. Madam said, we can't see each other. She said, just one last time. And then we learn her real name is Katrina. And she seems to be really catching feelings for him and loving him and this, that, and the third and all this other stuff. So they have relations one more time. And I'm like, okay, interesting. And then we see Detective Davis, well, shall we say Katrina, we see a scene with her, with his shirt, sniffing his shirt. And I said, look at this chick. She's open. Just ridiculous. But she's not really open. She makes a phone call. She's like, yeah, I got the shirt. I'm going to take Madam down. So this whole time she's been playing like she was desperate. Right? I'm going to get back in the good graces with the precinct. This whole time it looked like she's been playing Madam and playing Doc. I was like, interesting. I kind of like that because I was really annoyed with her being pathetic the way she was. So I kind of like that. But remember, Madam already told El Fuego that she needs him to hack into the thing. So she's probably going to catch up all that and be ahead of that detective. But I thought that was very clever. Very, 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 very clever. Then we had, what else happened? It was something a little funny. Tommy in the beginning trying to get Madam to get something to eat, and she didn't want to get nothing to eat. And he kept saying, well, how about something to drink? He just was getting on her nerves so bad. Then finally, she said, give me a damn drink. Go find. And then he took so long. She said, where's my juice? Where's my juice? Come on. I thought that was funny. Then we had Babyface telling Madam. I kind of went out of order, but I want to go on the things that stuck out to me. Babyface told Madam about how Miss Tandy had the DA over there, DA Roth or whatever her name is, DA Rods, I think that's her name. So Babyface told Madam. Madam was like, oh, okay, thank you for that. So as she got that information, here come Carla looking for her money. Although Carla, ma'am, you didn't do anything. So what you looking for money? You didn't get them out. She said, well, you didn't. That's not what you said. But she said, but I got some more information from you. The Rock Boys said that one of them got to die. You got to kill one of them. And so Madam was like, what? She said, you got to kill one of them because, listen, in the street code, what it looked like. We got stuck up by some dancers. We got robbed by dancers. And these are street dudes. That was a good point. These are street dudes. We got robbed by dancers. And none of them, and they got away with it? Nah, that makes us look weak. Somebody got to die. So Blue was like, Madam was like, dang. But Blue was like, you can't let them kill Trouble. You can't. We can't do that. Then they left that alone. Then we see Madam leaving. I'll be right back. And Madam decides she's going over to Miss Tandy's house. And she says, oh, Tandy, so I hear that the DA was at your house after I told you not to speak to her and have her here. You need to get rid of her. Tandy tried to deny it a little bit. And said, who told you that, Babyface? Yeah, he told her. She said, don't worry about that. Then they had this issue. She said, but listen, this is what I need you to do. I need you to kill the DA since you like to murder people. She said, because I see video footage of you smothering your husband with a pillow in the hospital and letting one of my men take the blame for his murder when you smothered him. So now Miss Tan's like, oh, we can work something out. She said, no, like I said, you're going to kill the DA and you're going to become mayor and you're going to work under me, and that's how that's going to be. So I'm like, okay, interesting. So she killed her own husband. All right, we could go with that. I was like, okay, that twist I didn't see coming. And she told her, you gotta kill your own husband. I was like, okay, wow. So now Madam gets back in her car, and what happens? The phone rings. I believe the phone rings, and she's FaceTiming Daddy. Hey, Daddy, how you like your the island life? Well, Daddy's a little tied up because it looks like the concierge got Daddy, so he is not in the clear, and that's where the episode ended. I said, "Oh, concierge one step ahead of you, Madam." Very interesting. So I thought this episode was interesting. I'm hoping this Amp Dime story dies out. Going to be interesting to see what Big D is going to be doing for Madam now that they know he can slip in and slip out without getting caught and all that. That's going to be interesting. And we need to find out who is going to get killed. Are they going to kill one of the dancers? And I say, bring Carla back. I enjoy the scenes with Carla. Let's keep Carla going. And is Daddy safe? How is she going to save Daddy this time? We got to see next week, right? So that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other videos. And I will see you all in the next video.